Have you ever felt a deep, unexplainable connection to a place, a person, or even a particular moment in time? It's more than just a passing feeling. It's like you've lived it before, even though you can't quite put your finger on why. These experiences might seem like déjà vu or coincidences, but what if they're more than that? What if they're signs of something much deeper, something tied to the possibility that you've lived before? The idea of reincarnation has been a part of spiritual beliefs across cultures for thousands of years, suggesting that our souls move through multiple lifetimes, each one filled with lessons and growth. Today, we're going to dive into some of the most common signs that you may have lived a past life. As we go through them, you might start to notice some of these experiences in your own life, moments that could be more than just memories from this lifetime. 1. Unexplained fears or phobias. Do you have a fear that doesn't seem to have a clear cause? Perhaps you're terrified of deep water despite never having had a bad experience with it, or maybe heights make you uneasy even though you've never fallen from a great height. These seemingly irrational fears may be echoes from a previous lifetime. In reincarnation theory, it's believed that traumatic experiences from past lives can leave lasting impressions on our souls, which carry over into our present life. If, for example, you drowned in a past life, you might develop a fear of water without ever having had such an experience in this life. Although your conscious mind doesn't remember the event, your soul retains the memory, and it manifests as anxiety or fear. These fears often don't respond well to logical explanations. Even though you know flying is statistically safer than driving, your fear of airplanes persists. This is because the root of the fear lies in experiences from another lifetime. Recognizing that these fears may stem from past life traumas could be the first step toward healing them. 2. Recurring dreams or nightmares. Have you ever had dreams that felt more like memories than random images? Perhaps you dream about being in a place you've never visited, or living a life completely different from your current one. These recurring dreams, particularly if they are vivid and detailed, might be glimpses into your past lives. Our subconscious mind stores many memories that our conscious mind can't easily access. When we sleep, the barriers between our conscious and subconscious minds lower, allowing these memories to surface. If you frequently dream about a certain time period, place, or situation that you've never encountered in this lifetime, it may be your subconscious replaying memories from another life. Pay attention to how you feel in these dreams. Do you feel a strange sense of belonging or familiarity in an unfamiliar setting? Do you possess skills or knowledge in the dream that you don't have in your waking life? These may all be signs of accessing past life memories. Keeping a journal of your dreams can help you identify patterns or recurring themes that might point to past life experiences. 3. Inexplicable skills or knowledge. Have you ever discovered that you're naturally good at something without ever having practiced or studied it? These unexplainable talents or knowledge might be clues that you've lived before. According to reincarnation theory, it's believed that skills and knowledge gained in previous lifetimes can carry over into your current life. Consider child prodigies who can master complex instruments or languages without formal training. Such abilities could be remnants of expertise developed over several lifetimes. You might find yourself with an intuitive grasp of a subject or a natural skill in a craft or art that you've never formally learned. It doesn't mean that you'll automatically be an expert in everything you did in a past life, but certain abilities may resurface as a strong natural talent or familiarity. For example, you might pick up a new language and feel an inexplicable ease with certain words or phrases, or you might find yourself drawn to a particular type of art or craft that feels natural from the start. These could be past life skills coming through into your present life. 4. Xenoglossy. Xenoglossy is a rare and controversial phenomenon in which a person can speak or understand a language they've never studied or been exposed to in this lifetime. Some people view this as strong evidence of past lives, suggesting that the ability to speak an unfamiliar language is a skill carried over from a previous incarnation. For instance, if someone who only speaks English begins speaking fluent French or Chinese without ever having studied it, believers in xenoglossy might argue that the person learned the language in a previous life. However, this phenomenon is not widely accepted in scientific communities, and many experts question its validity. Critics argue that other explanations, such as unconscious exposure to the language or mimicking sounds, could account for instances of xenoglossy. While it remains an interesting subject for those exploring reincarnation and unexplained experiences, xenoglossy lacks the scientific backing to be considered solid proof of past lives. By the way, if this video resonated with you, feel free to subscribe and like to support my small channel. It really means a lot. 5. Strong connection to certain cultures or time periods. Do you feel a deep connection to a particular historical era or culture, even though you've never been part of it? Perhaps you're fascinated by ancient civilizations like Egypt, drawn to the customs of Victorian England, or feel a special bond with Native American traditions. This powerful connection could be a hint that you've lived in that time or culture in a past life. For many, this attraction feels like more than just a casual interest. It feels personal, almost like coming home. You may find yourself understanding and relating to the beliefs, customs, or lifestyle of a culture that is very different from your own. You might even dream or daydream about living in a specific historical period, filled with details that you can't easily explain. This is more than just a hobby. It's an emotional link that feels familiar. Often you'll find that you naturally bring elements of that culture into your life, whether it's through food, clothing, or music, as though you're reconnecting with something from long ago. 6. Déjà vu moments. We've all had those odd moments where something feels strangely familiar even though it shouldn't. This is called déjà vu, and while it's something many experience, frequent or intense déjà vu could be a clue that memories from a past life are surfacing. When viewed through the lens of reincarnation, déjà vu could be a result of your current life aligning with experiences from a past life. Your soul recognizes the situation, creating that familiar feeling. It could happen with locations, events, or even conversations. You might visit a city for the first time and instinctively know your way around, or meet a new person and immediately feel like you've known them forever. These moments often carry strong emotions, whether joy, sorrow, or fear, that don't seem to match the present situation. These emotions might be tied to past life memories, and paying attention to the feelings that accompany déjà vu could offer insight into your past lives. 7. Unexplained physical sensations or marks. Our physical bodies may carry signs from past lives like birthmarks or recurring sensations with no clear cause. Some believe that marks or chronic pain could be the result of experiences from previous lifetimes. For instance, a birthmark on your side might correspond to a fatal injury in a past life. Similarly, chronic aches or sensations in specific areas of your body, without any medical explanation, could be linked to injuries or experiences from another time. Some people even report feeling strange sensations like the weight of long hair when they've never had it, or the feeling of wearing clothes from another era. On a positive note, these physical imprints might also manifest as innate abilities, such as excellent coordination or balance, possibly developed over several lifetimes. Paying attention to these physical signs could provide fascinating clues about your past lives. 8. Strong, immediate connections with people. Have you ever met someone and felt an immediate bond as if you've known them forever? This deep, unexplainable connection might be a sign that you've shared lifetimes with this person before. In the context of reincarnation, it's thought that souls travel together through different lifetimes, playing varied roles in each other's lives. These connections can be both positive and negative. You might meet someone and feel an instant sense of tension or conflict, which could indicate unresolved issues from a past life. Whether the connection is friendly or challenging, these strong, immediate reactions are often described as recognition on a soul level. You may meet a soulmate, someone with whom you share a deep romantic bond, or a soul friend who feels like family. Pay close attention to these intense relationships, as they could point to significant connections from past lives, carrying over into this lifetime for further growth and resolution. 9. Feeling out of place. Do you often feel like you don't quite belong, like you're out of sync with the world around you? This sense of not fitting in could suggest that your soul has memories of other lifetimes where it felt more at home. This isn't simply about feeling different. Many who recall past lives express feeling like they're in the wrong time or place. You may feel disconnected from modern life, longing for a different era or way of living. You might feel an inexplicable draw to certain places or cultures, even if you've never visited them in this lifetime. While the signs of past lives can be subtle, if you start paying attention, you may begin to notice patterns in your experiences and feelings that suggest you've lived before. Recognizing these signs doesn't require you to fully believe in reincarnation. Instead, think of it as an opportunity to explore and reflect on your experiences more deeply. If this sparked something in you, drop a comment below with "I'm in," so we know you're on this journey with us. And don't miss the next video waiting for you on screen.